Restoration Today podcast. I am very excited to be joined by Kurt Smith, who is one of the winners of the Unsung Hero Award this year. It is the first year for this award, and it was created with the idea that there are so many people within restoration companies that are grinding day in and day out over and over and over again that don't get industry awards, that aren't recognized, but totally deserve it. Kurt is absolutely in that category. So I am very excited to introduce him to you. He is the department manager for the environmental, flood, and mitigation departments at Dalworth Restoration in Texas, and he is the hero for the field department, field section of the award, because there's usually three award winners. This year we only have two because one of them quit without notice, but anyway, so we have two this year, and Kurt is one of them. So Kurt, congratulations, you are very deserving. I loved reading your nomination from John Fletcher and Josh Hobbs. I'm going to share a little snippet from that today, and I'll share it all with you a little later on, but congratulations. I'm going to toss it over to you and just have you kind of introduce yourself and share a little bit about your background in the industry.
Thank you so much, Michelle. I really appreciate the opportunity. I mean, I'm flattered, humbled, and overwhelmed a little bit by all of this, especially just how much Josh and Nick and Shane Hobbs, they value and think of me. Like, it's just been just awesome. Like, it's been the coolest experience ever. Getting to know you through all of this has been awesome as well. So just a little bit about me. I'm born and raised in Chicago, Illinois. I moved to Arizona, and that's when I really got my teeth in on restoration. I started cleaning carpet in Illinois, and I saw flood damage, and we go in and extract the water and all that, but had no idea what mitigation was and dry-in structure and all that. So, went and, worked for a couple of companies there and really learned how to perfect my craft. I was a lead technician and just waiting for my opportunity, and worked for several places, but found my home here at Dalworth, and they've given me the opportunity to grow within the company and to really, apply my skill set to better myself and to better Dalworth as a whole. So I've been blessed to run the mitigation department and environmental, and I mean, we're just doing great things, and I'm just so excited, so proud, and proud of my team. I wouldn't be here without them, like doing the things they do, working all the hours that we've worked, for years and years and years. I mean, it's just, this is for them as well.
Where did you start at Dalworth? Where did you come in a management role? Did you come in lower on the ladder?
Yeah, so I came in as a project manager in the mitigation department. I was kind of like one of the first, right? So we had project managers for the reconstruction, but we never had a mitigation one. And it was kind of one of those things where they were like, okay, how can we grow sales, grow revenue? And, we found that, having somebody not setting up the job, right, selling the job, you're going to land more and get more work. And so, I came in and was super dedicated to the company right away. Our family oriented, group that is here. I mean, we ran with it, and it grew the department, and it made it awesome. So, then they quickly moved me. After 1 year, they moved me into the role of the department manager, and I've gotten to work with an amazing group of project managers. We've built this department from just me to, we have estimators now handling mitigation estimates. We've just ran with it, and it's been awesome. It's been awesome for the company.
That's amazing. Did you know when you joined Dalworth that there was kind of this career trajectory for you, or did you come in with like, I guess we'll see what happens?
Yeah, a little bit both. Cody Baker is our COO, and he's been in the industry forever, been with Dalworth for over 20 years. I mean, he was awesome. And when I interviewed with him, I was like, one day I'm gonna be more than just a project manager. And he was like, okay, come on in and prove yourself. And I just ran with it and had a good time. I mean, countless hours, right? We're in the restoration business. It's never ending, and everybody's, got emergencies all the time, and we're there to help. It's one of our core values is commitment and to the customer and to our team. So, we tell customers we're available 24/7. I mean, there's been times where I slept in the parking lot, and it's what I had to do to get the sale and get the next job and get the homeowner taken care of.
And what does your wife think when there are nights like that? Like it works out and it's okay?
Bless her heart, man. There's a special place in heaven for her, putting up with the crazy hours and the madness, the phone ringing nonstop, but it's awesome. She understands and knows at the end of the day, I'm helping people. And some of our customers, they've never experienced anything like this, and it's like the end of the world for them. And how are they going to get whole again? And it's our job as restorers to get them back whole. So it's pretty awesome, pretty rewarding, but it comes with a little bit of a price. There's things I've missed out on over the years, but it's okay, because at the end of the day, it's a great career, for anybody, right, that's looking to help people.
It is. Okay, you've touched on it a little bit. Well, first, how many people are you overseeing amongst your kind of 3 departments? How many people are under you?
I oversee 18 people, so it's between the 2 departments. And that's technicians to management and all that. So, but again, they're a great group of guys. A lot of them have been with Dalworth for over 2-3 years. So there's that longevity. Like I said, Cody Baker, our COO, he's been here for over 20 years. That's one thing that drew me to Dalworth was how long people have worked here for, and the stability of it. So it's been great.
Okay, so you've touched on it a little bit already, and I think people have probably already picked up on some of this as they're listening to you, but how would you describe your leadership style? What kind of leader are you?
I'm very much a team first kind of guy. A leader is only as strong as his people, right? And I had a boss one time, a good guy, and he said, Kurt, he's like, when you get into management, the hardest thing is managing people. Doing the jobs are easy. Drying out houses, drying out commercial buildings, that stuff, anybody can do it, right? It's how can you, direct a team? How can you get buy-in, right? Because sometimes you have to have people to buy into you, and believe in you as their leader. So once I got that kind of figured out, I'm still working on it, right? I'm not perfect. I'm a work in progress, but, once I figured out some of the tricks, to getting people to respect you, and they'll work hard for you. Trust me, they will.
So what are some of the tricks that you found? Just a couple, like ways that that you're retaining people and they really feel part of your team, or that maybe even like a family, not just isn't just coming to a job, like I actually belong here.
Yeah, it's giving somebody something to believe in, right? Like I'm all about advancing people through the company. All my project managers have been at the very bottom, right? They started as a helper on a truck, you know what I mean? And they worked their way up to lead technician, and then they worked their way up to project management. Some of these guys, one of my field supervisor currently, he came in and he's like, dude, what do we do here? I just need a job, and he's worked his tail off to get to where he's at. So, but that's, I give everybody an opportunity. I'm like, I don't care who you are, how much you know, come in, give it your all every day is all I ask. I'm not asking for perfection. I'm just asking that you come in and you just work hard and do as you're told, and you'll move up like that. So.
Yes. Okay. All right. I want to read a little bit of the nomination from Josh Hobbs and John Fletcher. Have you seen any of the nomination? Have they shared it with you?
No, ma'am. Okay. I'm pretty excited.
All right. It was lengthy. It was multiple pages long and very flattering. Oh, wow. So I'll share it all with you soon. But okay. So they said, we saw it in his interview and noticed immediately in his performance this immense spirit of positivity. Even his phrasing was different. Key phrases were changed in conversations with our team members and customers. Problem became opportunity. opportunity. Let me see if we can do this became, let me figure out how we can make this happen. We hope to complete the job by Thursday became, we are working diligently to complete the job by Thursday. And no problem became, we can make this happen. Where did you learn that sense of positivity? Like, where does that come from? I'm sure some of it is truly who you are, but what is your foundation? Like, where do you get that from, and how do you keep it going, even like on the most frustrating days in restoration? Because God knows there's a lot of them.
Yeah, it's honestly, it's how I was raised. My mom is a cheerleader, right? She is the sweetest thing in the world. And she's always from a young age was like, don't give up, don't ever give up, that tomorrow will be a better day than today. And just having that outlook and that attitude on jobs and everything, like in the field and in the office too, it's a never quit. And how can we be better? How can we get more, right? And my mom always pushed me and guided me to that. And that's really how it all started, and I just, but I've had great leaders too, right? Over the years, the Hobbses here at Dalworth and Cody Baker. And I mean, it's just, I've had some awesome people to learn from, and I didn't know it all, right? I still don't know it all. I actually remember going to Chuck DeWalt's class for the first time when I started at Dalworth, and I was like, I'm like, I got this, like I've been in the industry forever. I've seen it all. And boy, I got humbled quickly, right? Going to see Chuck and his, tremendous class that he has in Indiana. And I was like, wow, I still have a lot to learn. And so humbling myself and keeping grounded, that's what my mom taught me from back in the day. So, that's where I got that from.
I don't know that you can beat supportive parents, like seeing I have the same thing. And, you kind of grow up thinking, well, yeah, I can do it. Like, what do you mean? I can do something, like, I don't know. So that you can't say enough for parents that are uplifting like that. I'm curious how you talked about Chuck and going to his classes. What else do you do to keep growing and learning in the industry? And also, what do you do for your team to help them keep growing and learning?
Yeah, that's a great question, right? We just, here at Dalworth, we're all about team players and getting people to have all the tools in their tool bag to be successful. Like I said, I came in with a lot of years of experience actually doing the work, and they were like, we're going to send you to Chuck DeWalt's class. And I was like, great, no problem. And then I got humbled there, and so, it's even our technicians here, like we really put a lot of focus in training and learning not just the Dalworth way, but the correct way to do things to get people back whole. So we take a lot of pride in that in our training programs that we do here, and it's just awesome. The guys they're so open-minded, and it helps. I mean, when you're closed-minded, thinking you know everything, then that's when there's going to be problems.
Yes. Okay, I know that we've talked about that you work a lot and your wife is very forgiving and gets it, but you also do find some balance, I'm sure. I know that you encourage your team to be involved with their families and go to sporting events and stuff like that. So you, I'm sure, find some balance as well. So how do you find balance? Like, what recommendations would you give to other leaders in a position like yours, where you do have a lot of people under you and a big burden on your shoulders, a lot of weight to carry, but still you have to find balance or you burn out?
Yeah, no, that's one of the hardest parts, right? In this position, you almost kind of got to be a workaholic a little bit, right? I'm not gonna lie. In this industry in general, you got to be a workaholic, but it's finding ways to still take care of work, make sure your department's running the way it is, and trusting and teaching people to pick up where you left off if you're going on vacation or needing to go to a sporting event or a recital or something that's very important. I have a board here where my guys are always able to come in and take off, and I've always been a big advocate of that, so that way that they get their time, because there was a lot of times when I was a technician and coming up through the ranks where it was like, no, you're going to work, and you're going to work 1,000,000 hours, and you're going to like it, and I try to, give my guys as much time as they need off and to staff it appropriately. But, for the department head, it can be very, very challenging. I mean, I'm not going to lie and say that I haven't taken a work call or answered an email or put out some fires when I was on vacation, but it's kind of, it goes with the territory a little bit, and I knew what I signed up for, and I think that's only helped me, right? Grow within myself and in the department, and it goes back to that buy-in a little bit too, right? If you're willing to work, your guys are willing to work right along with you.
Yes. So what advice, which this leads, I guess what you just said leads right into it. What advice would you give other leaders in a position similar to your level who are listening to you going, I don't get buy-in, and gosh, if I let them have a board, they would all take every weekend off and
100%. Yeah.
all of that. So what's like one piece of advice you would give people to balance that out and say it is possible? Like, here's one thing I do that's made it possible.
Yeah, just, know your team, know your strengths, know your weaknesses of each person, right? And that takes a lot of listening and, being quiet, being slow to speak, quick to listen, right? Just hearing them. A lot of times in this industry, it's guys just need help. At the end of the day, I needed help so many times. I still need help. And it's here we're, the attitude at Dalworth is we want to help, we want to figure out, we want to make it better, right? We want to figure out a way. Can I always say yes? No, I can't, and that's the reality of it. But, more times than not, I figure out a way, and it's coming up with a way to where you can still get the job done, but still take care of your people and their needs. If you just listen, they'll tell you, and then you correct it from there.
Can you give an example of a job that you recall? It can be from any time, recently or not recently, when this whole attitude of being a servant leader and kind of being selfless and humble really played into like the final result?
Oh, absolutely. During the freeze here that we had in Texas, I mean, it was bad, right?
Yeah.
Homes and businesses aren't built for like up north and things like that. So when we had that really, really hard freeze, we had a lot of people that were calling and needing help, right? And it took energy and effort from everybody from the top down. I mean, Shane Hobbs, the owner, he was here every single day, right? Saturdays, Sundays, it started from the top. Everybody, had to be a servant, had to help others in need. And it was very humbling when we had so many calls and we couldn't even take all of them, right? We had other strategic partners coming in to help us, right? Take care of all these customers. But at the end of the day, we made it work, and we made it to where we could get to everybody. But I mean, the amount of hours that we worked and the time and the blood, sweat, and tears on these jobs, I mean, it was incredible, and it was humbling, and we came together as a team, and we accomplished more than we ever thought we would. Like, it was amazing.
I love it. Okay. All right. Anything else you want to share before we wrap it up? I'm so humbled and so thankful for this. I'm thankful for CNR magazine and you, Michelle, for everything that you've done to put this all together. I'd like to thank God and my faith in Him and my family. It's been a huge part. It keeps me grounded and humbled. And then the Hobbses. I just without Dalworth, who knows? I'd still probably be a technician on a truck. Hey buddy, how's it going? Can you say hi? Just woke up. I'll come help you in a minute, okay?
But I'm so thankful for this opportunity and everything, and I'm very humbled. Thank you so much, and I couldn't do it without my team.
Well, congratulations. You are so deserving. And I will share the full nomination with you very soon. And congratulations. I'm thrilled that you won this. You are like literally the epitome of why the award was created. So congratulations.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Michelle.